Good morning, traders. And so I didn't buy any puts at this equal high. Simply put, it fell just a little short of it making that equal high. And so a lot of times when you see that, the market will pull back, but it'll make a second attempt to close that. And so I figured I'd wait for that. But what do we get instead? We got this real big push that sliced right through the equal highs. And so what happens when that takes place? Well, if it doesn't pull back right away, we're going higher. And so now I was looking at getting into a trade on the call side. I was looking for that retest. I always like to get the retest versus an extension, right? If it's going to continue to go up, because a lot of times the market will come back and retest that equal high. And so I'm looking for that retest. I'm just waiting, being patient, watching it. Because at this point, I really believe that it's going higher. And in a minute there, I'll show you where I thought the market was going to go. Then now I want to get in, right? So it kind of hit it. And I don't want to be left behind. Sometimes that's a bad idea. And so as you can see, I moved my stop all the way down beneath that big candle, right? The big candle that pushes up. I figure that I'm probably safe if I leave it back there. Because as you can see right here, here's where I think it's going up, right? I got the, it's a major resistance, it's a pivot point, and it's also the 609. That's where the market, I think the low or the high of yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, that's the high of yesterday. So, it has a tendency of wanting to hit those the highs or the lows of the previous days. But you can see we're just we're trading within the high and low from yesterday. But I think it wants to go get that high. And that's where I'm putting my money on. But the market is really crazy in the last several days, and so I don't want to chance it. I'm going to leave my stop or my sell order right here. I only bought 2 contracts, right? Because of the risks in the market. I'm just limiting down with the number of contracts I'm buying. So I only bought 2 contracts. So I'm either going to lose 50 or maybe even more since I moved my stop, or I'm going to make 100. Now I'm more positive that I'm probably going to make 100 because I know the market wants to go up there. We already sliced through this higher high, the equal highs, I mean. And so, I'm just going to be patient and wait. Now that was more of a retest probably, right? When it came all the way down, at least not only the retest of that high right there, but the retest of the 5-minute ORB. So at this point, I'm thinking, yep, it's gotta take off now and start making its move higher, all the way to that 609.90, 610. Right, 610 has been a really magnetic target on the charts, right? 610 is one of those levels that you continuously see all the time. Of course, the market's going to play with you, right? You can't just go straight up. It has to wiggle a little bit. So some people would say, all right, so do we make equal highs here and then turn around? Well, that's a possibility. But I think since we punched through the major equal high. I'm pretty confident we're going to bust through this as well. But I'm just looking to make $100. Buy some groceries. All right, market. Now it's time. It's just letting all those that want to be short, want to buy in, buy puts, let them do that here. Make them think that the market is going to go down. Yeah, market's always good about setting a trap. So now, if you were a short and you bought this, where would your stop be? Probably right where my sell order is. So that's why I think the market's gonna push up there. You're gonna go get those stops, and as it gets those stops, it'll hit my sell order. There you go. That's a good little green pin bar. Somebody's buying it right there. They're pushing it up. Others are joining in. All right, let's go get them stops. There you go. There you go. All right, one little more, one push. There you go. All right, that's a good bar. So just seeing that, you know that the market's going higher.